Good morning. So putting down all the plates. I have them all cut so far. I've got all the openings for the doors. So I'm just going to do one more here with you. So there's a wall that goes from here to there. I am struggling with some ice and water on the floor. We are 132 3/8. One 32 3/8. Three and a half. 132 3/8. So I'm pretty much going to let lead. I'm not going to snap here because it is so wet. So 132 3/8. 132 3/8, 135 3/8, 135 7/8. There's a door somewhere in the middle. I have to find out where that is. Okay, so I lost my plan, so I'm on my phone here. See, the door is kind of in the middle there. So I'll put, and the door is 36 inches. Okay, so I just want to put some more, mark the floor about here. One 32 3/8. Put that right about here. 132 3/8. Did I add? I have to subtract. 1, 2, 3, 128 7. So basically I went the wrong way with these marks. I can't see it for two reasons. I'm getting old. 1, 2, 3 and a half. Oops, slippery. One icy. Okay. So now the door. We're gonna go, they don't have a map. So they don't have a number here. So I'm gonna go, if that's storage, there's shelves in there, I'm gonna go 2 feet, I think. I'm gonna go 2 feet, for sure 2 feet. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2 feet. I'm going right on 2 feet. That's enough room for 18 inches of shelf, so 2 feet. Let's go 25. Okay, the door is 36 inches. So 36 inches and 2 inches on either side, so or an inch on either side. That gives me a 38-inch rough opening. There we go. So now I'll cut these two plates. This one is 36 and a half. So 36 and a half, I said. This guy was 35. There it is. So I leave them up like that because I'll be putting glue on the bottom of them because that's just something I do. I don't know why. Okay, so it is coffee time. I'm going to stop for coffee and I'll start fastening all these plates to the floor. So I have all the blocks cut. The drywall backing for the exterior walls where the interiors meet the exterior. I have all the blocks cut for the ceiling for my top plate. And so now I am starting to install my blocks. We'll just do a couple together. It's very exciting. Good news, it's not windy down here. Okay, so my ceiling height here is, well, that's looking bad. My ceiling height is somewhere around 8'6", just under. So what I've done is I put a mark here at 2'3". This mark here, I'll show you. This one here is at 4'6". So there's going to be a 4'6" piece of drywall from the ceiling down, and then this bottom piece of drywall is going to be a 4-footer. So I'm just putting my blocks in to acknowledge that. Acknowledge or work with that. Here, just a simple little L. In this case, it's actually more U, but okay, so piece of backing for it to receive the top plate here. It's an 18-inch floor truss. Yep. It's gotta go up. "18 inches off the bottom of the floor." We're good. So I'll continue the exact same thing all the way through this entire space here. Okay, so all the blocks are in. I got the blocks in the wall, did the poly already. So now I'm going to transfer these lines up. I only have one wall left. I kind of forgot to video doing a different wall, so this is my last wall. Yeah, so this one actually lands on a truss. Always make sure you mark the same edge of your plate. Oh, I've made that mistake lots of times. Okay. Punch a 2-inch in here. Snap. And my plate will be on this side. After the plate's on, I'll put a piece of drywall backing on top of the plate. So that's what I did through the whole basement. So all the top plates are chalked. Now we will start putting in the top plates. We'll start right here. And we'll measure the plate. This one here, 79 5/8. Okay. And so on. Okay, so I said make sure you keep your laser on the same side of the plate, and I said I made that mistake. Turns out I just made that mistake with this plate. That end is correct. This end is 3.5 inches out, so I have to take this whole plate off now and re-snap the line. And it'll be, this end will be 3.5 inches over. So let's begin this fun process. I highly advise the right tool. This is frustrating enough. I just lost power. Anyways, this is frustrating enough. You don't want to be getting livid taking it apart. Just be patient, accept your fate, and fix your mistake. It is what it is. And you're going to make this mistake again. It is only a matter of time. Haha! Okay, now I better sort out my power. Kind of excited about screwing this up. It's always nice to see some people screw up. So, put the laser in. I don't know if that came out right. It's always nice to know other people screw up. Happens often in my world. Okay, well, this will be fun to show you the fixing part. So make sure your laser is on the right side, the bottom plate. Mark it. Punch in my 2-inch again. Here's a tip. Make sure the 2-inch is on an angle so that this stays up high. Keep a little friction on the line. Pull it tight. Snap it. Okay. So that's the line. Re-snapped and proper. Now we'll reinstall. And so on. Okay, let's try this again. There it is, 33 7/8. Okay, so now we'll start laying out the plates. So I'm just going to show you a little bit here. I actually started here. I'll show you this again. I am not a fan of following 16-inch centers or 2-foot centers to the T. This wall divides very nicely into 18-inch increments. So I've laid out the bottom already with 18-inch increments. So now we'll come up top and we'll start. So we'll go 18 and 18-inch increments all the way down. It's actually 18 3/4 to be honest. Inch and a half, yeah. So this is a closet. So what I like to do is we'll put a stud right here. 12 inches to the center, 12 inches to the center, or 11 1/4 to the edge. Okay, so I've got this plate marked out. Another thing I do is I mark my doors. So I'm going to have stud cripple here. So I'll come in inch and a half. I'll come an inch and a half, put my lead mark, put my laser on that lead mark. Perfect. And I'll mark that up here. Cripple and a stud. This is an inch marked, inch and a half. Again, cripple, stud. And now I will square all my lines with my framing square. Turns out I forgot to poly one here. So we'll poly this together. Always, always fun. Never want to hit your fingers, that's painful. Not cool. Okay, and that's that. Studs. Two of them at 98 and 5/8. We will crown them all one way. That is 2 out of many. Here we go at the door. So again, on my doors, I always make the crowns work against each other in hopes that the crowns, or the two studs together, become straight. That is the plan. start the half wall here. So we'll remove the temporary braces, and there's a half wall here, so 42 inches high. It goes on an angle till it hits my plywood wall. Okay, so I want to see where this point is on my plates below. I'll turn this guy on, and I will slide it until I see the red dot on my bottom of my floor system. And it is way out here. Okay, so I have to, this wall's actually in further, so I'm thinking, let me think here a sec. Okay, so I gotta find it now. I'm not on this plate anymore. This is going to be different. I've never framed this little unique way. So now my laser is just catching the edge of my plywood there. So now, oh, I just moved it. Oh, that's still okay. Now I need to mark this. I know you can't see that, anywho. So I marked it. Yeah, 2 inches, that's what I thought. So I got to come in. I'm hanging it over 2 inches. Oh boy. I'm going to mark 3.5. Why am I marking 3.5? Time out. Got it. Time in. This might be easier than I thought. Okay, so I'm going to, because this is a half wall, I am going to run one long 16-footer all the way up. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm definitely learning as I go here. I think I have a plan. So I'm gonna start to execute my plan. First thing, because I was hanging over 2 inches there, I wanna come in at ceiling height, I wanna come in 2 inches. It's funny, it isn't that different, and yet it is completely different framing. Not completely different, just hard to figure out. I'll put it that way, yeah. Okay, so we'll put one more 2-inch block here. Try not to crack it like I did the other one. Boy, I really want to take this shot. We'll do that later. Now, we're gonna put this guy. Oh, I need glue. Stay. Okay, so we'll start with this guy. And try not to crack the block. Okay, coming this way. Now I'll take this shot. Coming from back here, take this shot. Okay. Okay, nail the bottom. This stud will now be perfectly plumb. Okay. So now what I can do is I can attach the top plate and I can fill these studs in. Okay, so this is now the this is the top plate. So I've got 2 cripples here, so I'm going to want to come in 3 inches. This, yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. This here, now we want it right up at ceiling height. Oh, my 2-inch block went kaput. Now I'm going to fill in these studs. So we'll lay this out. That'll be fun. Let's go 15. 15, 30. Okay, so that closes off that area. This stud is run wild. I'm going to put one more stud there and I'll run it wild, like full height, and cut it off to length. Okay, so we want to be 3/4 of an inch over from here. Yeah, could almost eyeball that. Okay. So this is a double beam. So this plate goes 3 inches too far. So bring it back. Okay. So we have both ends of this half wall ready. Now I got to find a height. So when I set the level on the nosing, that becomes line of flight. Mark that. That is line of flight. Let's see what 42 inches looks like. $42 there. Just seems awfully high. Yeah, we'll keep it there. So I gotta come down, gonna come down 3 inches. For plates, I'm actually gonna come down, let's go 3.5. We're gonna come down 4 inches, just for fun. So come down, so 42 less 4, that's 38. Make sure that's accurate. Perfect. Okay, come up. Find this mark, we'll come up 38. There it is. Okay. One. This one. Okay, so I'll cut these two. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Okay, so check the plumb here. Yeah, we're gonna be real good right there. So, a rough measurement for this top plate. We are gonna be about 100. We're gonna grab a 9-foot stud. Nope, I'm gonna cut it out of a 16. Okay, so after years and years of scientific research on the angles here, come to the conclusion the best you can do is guess. And so I'm going to tell you, this angle, these stairs are 6 5/8. So I'm going with a 37. Let's get this guy in here. Do not shoot yourself. Okay, now we got to make sure so I'll mark this right here. Watch where you put your nails here. That was no good. There it is. Okay. All right, so now check for plumb, and we'll lay the studs out. Okay, so studs. We're going to lay off the back side of this stud. We have we're going to go 16 inches. So every 16 inches. 48. So we come up here, hook on the back side of this guy. 16. Oh. 32, and so on. $48, 64. Measure. Make sure you're on your plate. You probably can't see that, but okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Quit moving. 113 5/8. 113 5/8. And so on. Write that down. 113 5/8. 113 5/8. 113 5/8 to the long. That's important. The scientific angle of 37. Drop it into here. Here we go. Oh, I can't see my marks. Let's get over to the side. There it is. Okay, fasten the bottoms. Come on, get out of there. $16. There they are. Here we go. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, sorry. All right, so we want to cut this. This was ran wild. We want to cut this plumb. I'm just eyeing it. I'm following this leading edge of this stud up. Squaring across. Yup, 37. Okay, let's put another plate on. $101 3/8. Beautiful. Oh, of course. Okay, so that's that half wall. What time is it? I feel like it's home time. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and we'll see you on the next one.